Alright, starting off first here with a 1939 Jefferson Nickel. Now, if you have a 1939 Jefferson Nickel, in bad condition, that doesn't have any types of mint errors, it's not very, it's not valuable or anything. But if you have it in very good condition and it has this doubling here on the reverse of the coin, this is what you want to look for. Here's an example of it doubling there on the Monticello and 5 cents. So always be on the lookout for that with your coin loops, coin microscopes. We'll have some of those on couchcollectibles.com. Now, this 1939 nickel is also graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. So it is a very, good condition coin, very high grade for a coin like this, and that's why the nickel sold for over $20,000 at auction. Of course, it does depend on the grade population of these, but to have that double die reverse, that is where the majority of the value, of course, is at. And here's a 1942 D mint mark. Now, this is not the silver nickels from 1942. This is the 1942 non-silver nickel. So there's silver nickels and non-silver nickels for the year 1942. You could tell the difference between silver and not silver by the mint mark. So the silver nickels from 1942 will have a large mint mark, a P, D, or S above the building on the reverse of the coin. The 1942 non-silver will not have that mint mark or have a D mint mark here on the right side of the coin. Now, this is the 1942 D where it has a D over a horizontal D. Here's an image of that showing you guys a close-up example of a horizontal D underneath a regular vertical D mint mark there. So always be on the lookout for that. You will definitely need a microscope for that one. This coin, graded by PCGS, sold for over $31,000. Again, it's in very good condition as well, graded at an MS 66. Now, here's a very well-known mint error coin. It's the 1943. Now, this coin here is 35% silver. You'll see again that big P mint mark there above the building. But this does have a nice mint error, a very rare mint error. It has a 3 over a 2. So here on this image, you can see the line from the 2 there underneath the 3. So always be on the lookout for that on your 1943 silver nickels. This coin, graded by PCGS at a mint state 67, sold for over $16,000. Now, here's a 1945 Jefferson Nickel. Again, this is 35% silver with the P mint mark there above the building. And if we look at the bottom here, again, this is similar to the first coin we looked at. It has a doubled die reverse. A little bit different doubling here, different example, but it is very noticeable. You can really see it visibly on the word cents, as well as on the L, L, O, and E of Monticello there. Pretty visible doubling. You could see that with your coin microscopes. This coin here ended up selling for over $14,000, graded by PCGS at a mint state 66. Moving right along to a 1949 Jefferson Nickel. Now, this is, just a regular nickel. However, it does have a D over an S mint mark. So that is where the value is at. You can see the S mint mark there underneath the D mint mark. It's curved around, going through the middle as well, popping out the left side there, and even the top. So that is a super rare mint error to look for on your 1949 Jefferson Nickels. So if you guys inherit coin collections or you buy coin collections and you search through and you're picking for mint errors, that is one to definitely look for. So it is graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. So of course the condition will add value to the coin as well. And that's why this coin sold for nearly $33,000 at auction. For 5 cents, 33 grand. Now, here's the 1949 S mint mark. Now, it's not rare to have a 1949 Jefferson Nickel, and this coin does not have any coin mistakes, any mint errors or anything like that. However, all of the value for this coin is in the condition itself and the high grade. So the coin is graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. So that is where all of the value is at. If the coin was graded at a mint state 62, it's not going to be valuable. It all depends on the grade population for each individual coin. So if there's only, 2 of these coins or 1 of these coins that exist at a mint state 67, that's where the value will be at. And that's why the coin sold for over $15,000. Now here is a 1950 D mint mark. So this is going to be the same thing as the last coin. All of the value is in the high grade itself, graded by PCGS at a mint state 67. However, for the 1950 D, that is like a key date, considered a key date for the Jefferson Nickels. They only produced 2.6 million of those coins. In comparison to hundreds of millions for a lot of the other more modern dates, of course. So it is a key date coin for the Jefferson Nickels. This nickel sold for over $17,000 because of that and because of that grade by PCGS. Now here is a 1951 Jefferson Nickel. Again, all of the value is in the high grade itself. It's graded at a mint state 67. So again, that's where all the value is at. This is not rare to have in circulated rough condition, but in this condition it is rare to have, and that's why the coin sold for over $16,000. Now that's the same exact thing for the 1952 D mint mark. This coin sold for over $16,000 as well, all because of that mint state 67 grade by PCGS. Now here is a 1953 S mint mark Jefferson Nickel. Again, we'll see the S mint mark here on the reverse of the coin. And this coin ended up selling for over $24,000, graded at a mint state 65 by PCGS. Now here is a super rare modern Jefferson Nickel coin. This coin is from the year 2000. It is the P mint mark. It looks very worn down, scratched up here on the obverse of the coin. But if you flip the coin over, you'll see that it looks basically identical. This coin does not have a reverse design. It was struck with two obverse dies. Now that is super rare. So we have two obverse designs. You do not have a reverse on this coin. It's like what you would like to call a double-headed nickel. And this coin is graded by PCGS at a mint state 65. Now don't get these confused. There are double-headed quarters or two reverses that are genuine mint errors that sell for a lot of money. And then there's also magician coins out there that are not valuable. They're not mint errors where two coins were put together in order to make it look like it has two obverses or two reverses. But in this case, this is actually a genuine mint error authenticated by PCGS, and it does have that grade of a mint state 65. This coin sold for over $20,000 at auction. $20,000. So always check your pocket change. And of course, those coin rolls that you guys search from the bank, always pay attention to your Jefferson Nickels. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.